and welcome to Poker News. The Amateur Poker Tour's first ever UK-based live event is set to kick off on the 2nd and 3rd of December. The event will be held at the Aspers Casino in Newcastle and will be exclusive to APAT members. Chairman of the APAT, Tony Kendall, said, "We are delighted to be bringing an APAT event to the Northeast. Aspers is a fantastic venue and our players are going to have a wonderful time." The prize pool is £15,000 and the winner not only gets a big cash prize plus the APAT Championship title, they'll also receive a Silver Challenge Cup and a $12,000 entry package to the World Series main event. They could therefore leave their amateur status behind and become a world champion. Wanting to learn how to play those tricky poker hands from your poker idol? The World Poker Tour has launched the WPT Academy, a search engine education system for the avid poker player. The Online Poker Academy acts as an online poker database and allows a viewer to search for poker hands. The database then enables viewers to look up their favorite poker pro and see how they played any random hand, if they did, at a WPT event. The Poker Academy database has a record of 1,700 hands, which have been played over final tables from 13 WPT Season 1 tournaments. The site then provides card combinations, odds, and percentages. And if that's not enough, tutorials are provided by Doyle Brunson, Phil Ivey, Phil Hellmuth, Gus Hansen, and many more.
New players are entering the game all the time, so what top tip would you give to a novice player?
Just play really tight and just wait for a good hand, like be patient.
Select your hands pre-flop carefully. Only play big aces or pairs pre-flop. Don't go fishing around with hands like Queen 10, Queen Jack, suited connectors, etc.
Patience. Just play patiently. Don't throw everything in every time you get what you think is a hand. Just see what comes out, you know.
Basically give them the advice to, they should read some poker books because there's a lot of knowledge in there, and if you're really serious about it, then if you read books, then you can learn everything you need to know, and it will help you be a really good poker player.
Read some books first and play small first until you learn there's a lot more skill in it than people are aware of.
The only way to get good at the game is to play it, so the best thing to do is do cheap tournaments. You can't beat just playing with live people. It's just the best thing to do. You can read all the books you like, but sit down and play with other players, cheap tournament.
I consider myself a novice player, so I haven't got any advice to give them.
In this week's Top 5, we're looking at who's the most popular poker player according to the number of internet hits they've received in the last 7 days. At number 1 is David Benyamin from France, who has won many tournaments on his home turf. He's also won 2 WPT events, the last one being Battle of the Champions in Las Vegas, when he picked up $25,000. Benjamin's biggest win to date is the WPT Grand Prix de Paris, when he won over $410,000. In second place is Londoner Roland de Wolf, recent winner of the EPT in Dublin, when he picked up nearly $700,000. De Wolf's biggest win to date was in April of this year when he came third in the WPT 4th Annual 5-Star World Poker Classics and picked up over $1 million. In third place is the poker pin-up Patrick Antonius, who's won over $2 million since his live tournament career began in 2003. Antonius' biggest win to date was his second-place finisher at the WPT 4th Annual 5-Diamond World Poker Classic in LA, when he picked up over $1 million. In fourth place is Phil Ivey, who has 5 World Series bracelets and who is currently ranked 7 in the all-time money list for poker earnings in tournaments. Ivey has totaled nearly $7.5 million throughout his poker career. And finally is Daniel Negreanu, whose poker CV boasts 2 WPT Championship titles, 3 World Series bracelets, as well as ranking second in the WPT all-time money list.
And finally, more than 260 government officials in China have either been sacked or disciplined for playing online poker during work hours. In 2005, the Chinese government began investigating 75 of its institutions and discovered that the amount of online poker being played was disrupting employees' abilities to complete their work. Or was their work preventing them from completing their poker? That's all from me. See you next time.